Hello, scrub.
Dude, how do you keep getting my number? This is serious.
Don't worry about it, Glitch. I have your entire team hostage.
Wait, what?
Yes, now listen carefully. I have a job for you. You will do it or I will erase them from existence.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
We both have a common enemy that is plotting against us. We need to get rid of him. It benefits both of us.
Jeez, man, I don't know about that, cause you have a tendency to lie a lot. Now, remember when you started your own empire and crap? Really, man, even when I gave you a chance, you still plot against me. I mean, look what are you doing to me right now? Okay, fine, I'll do your job. But, I'm gonna need my crew back.
Very well, meet me in Africa.
That's at the other side of the world. How am I supposed to go there?
Not my problem.
Yo, Stratosphere, it's your old friend Fire. Whoa, Fire? It's been so long. You haven't called me in 8 years. Yeah, I know I haven't called you, but I need a favor. You better not ask me to be your personal transport again. Would you be offended if I say yes, cause that's the only thing you're good for? Damn! Alright, so this is like part 4. Part 4? Is it part 4? Wait, let me count. Landmine, salvage, logarm at the same time, then breakaway. Yes, part 4! You see guys, I can count. Anyway, so today I'm talking about Stratosphere because you guys mentioned that I should talk about him. So this series is named Forgotten Warriors apparently. I didn't choose that, some of you guys chose it. I'm probably gonna have the comment right now on the screen of whoever came up with that name. So basically gonna be talking about some of the Autobots and Decepticons alike who were forgotten, left behind, scrapped, or cut from movies altogether. Today we're talking about Stratosphere. Now, Stratosphere has made a couple of appearances here and there. He has made an appearance in Transformers Dark of the Moon the game as a boss battle, and he was actually kind of cool. Like, I mean, he has so many weapons, man. I mean, look at his stealth force. Now that's stealth force. He also has a Revenge the Fallen toy. Now, first I'm gonna talk about the toy. Now, the toy is clearly inspired by that one scene in Revenge the Fallen. The plane that Optimus Prime falls off, and then, you know, he gets his parachutes and stuff, and he says Autobots roll out, then goes out to fight Demolisher. Now, he's clearly inspired by the plane. The toy also comes along with a mini Optimus Prime. Oh my god, look at him, he's so cute! And something funny to mention here is that this is a clear homage and supposed to, you know, recreate that scene from the movie. So if we take in account that Optimus Prime is that big, scaling wise, Stratosphere is gigantic. I mean, look at the screenshot. So imagine Movie Optimus, and Movie Optimus is that one toy up to scale, because you can put a toy inside Stratosphere to replicate the scene. So yes, we can actually say that this is up to scale. Well, somehow. Now, Stratosphere is probably the biggest Autobot in the movies that we know of so far. Bigger than Grimlock, bigger than Optimus Prime combined with Jetfire. He might even be bigger than the Driller, and that's saying a lot. In his game appearance, Stratosphere was part of a group of Autobots who were transporting a bunch of mech-tech weapons. I can talk about mech-tech in another episode if you guys want. It's kind of a forgotten concept, which I think it's really interesting. We should really talk about that some more time. You! Make notes! Now! Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, so Starscream was sent by Megatron to destroy old mech-tech. However, he engaged in an aerial battle against Silverbolt, Breakaway, and Air Raid. And of course, like we all know, Starscream killed them all. I mean, there's a reason why they're not in the movie. I mean, there's like the explanation why. And after having beaten all the Aerobot, Starscream engaged in a 1v1 aerial dogfight against Stratosphere. Now, Stratosphere activated his Stealth Force mode and desperately tried to kill Starscream. However, since Starscream was a whole lot smaller and quicker, he managed to avoid most of Stratosphere's weapons. Now, Stratosphere couldn't transform because if he did, his engines will malfunction and he will fall off to his death. So he was basically stuck trying to desperately go to his destination to try and get all of our reinforcements. However, after neutralizing Stratosphere, Starscream transformed and landed on top of him. He managed to enter inside Stratosphere. And inside him, he found... Oh, that sounds so wrong. He found the mech-tech weapon Stratosphere was escorting. He took one of the weapons and set it to explode, while he took one for himself. After that, Starscream leaves, while leaving an injured Stratosphere falling off to the ocean. Now, we don't know if he survives or not, but he's so damaged, and all that mech-tech weapon and all those explosives and the explosive Starscream left behind, I'm assuming he died. So that's the canon death of Stratosphere. Now, it's really unknown whether Stratosphere was supposed to originally appear in Revenge of the Fallen. Now, for the previous characters we talked about, at least Breakaway has some comic appearances along with a game appearance, and of course, the concept art. Landmine had the comic appearances, the toy bios and stuff to, back up his claim that he was actually in the movie. Logan and Savage were also in the comics, and along some of the toys indicated that they were in fact brought to life by the Allspark. But for Stratosphere, all we have is the toy to tell us that he was meant to be a part of Revenge of the Fallen, that he wasn't cut like all the other Autobots were. And honestly, with the lack of evidence and lack of appearances, I'm gonna have to say that Stratosphere was never meant to be in the movie. I don't think he was even conceived to be in the movie in the first place. I honestly believe that Hasbro just saw that one scene from the movie and they were like, you know what, we could make an awesome Transformer out of that plane. But we're gonna have to, work with licensing to get that kind of plane to be a toy. Just color it differently and add some different things, so so that we don't get copyrighted. Oh my god, you're a genius. You get a promotion. So, yeah, Stratosphere, honestly, not much to talk about. Was he forgotten? Well, yeah, I do think Stratosphere is a cool concept. Having this plane transform into this gigantic warrior robot, it's super cool, and I would have loved to see this in the movie. Is it OP and overpowers the Autobots more than they already are? Well, yeah, but it's still freaking amazing. I always wanted this toy, but it's not a very good toy. I mean, look at those legs. I mean, chicken legs. I mean, it has chicken legs like Starscream. I don't like those chicken legs. Like, I really don't. Yeah, if the toy's anything to go by, he can easily, with one of his hands, hold Optimus Prime like a baby. I'm not even making this up. That's how big this guy is. I mean, compared to RC or a regular human, good god, man, how tall is this guy? In Revenge of the Fallen, instead of having Optimus Prime fight the Fallen, you could have gotten this guy just squash the Fallen to death. That was a freaking abysmal image. He's like, oh no, Optimus, what will we ever do without you? Then the Fallen's like laughing, and the Stratosphere just comes, transforms, and stomps with the Fallen, and then he's dead. You don't need a Prime when you have this guy. Oh my god. Yeah, so he also makes some appearances in some of the comics, the Titan movie comics, but these are largely not considered canon, so we're not gonna waste our time talking about them. And if Dark of the Moon the game is anything to go by, Stratosphere is indeed dead. Much like Landmine, much like Breakaway, much like Salvage and Strongarm. Wow, every character that we talked about here dead so far. Wow, this is actually kind of disturbing now. Wow. I guess there's a whole new meaning to the title of this series now, huh? But anyways, guys, that's the story of Stratosphere, the missing Autobot from Dark of the Moon. Wait, actually, what should I name this? The missing Autobot from Dark of the Moon or Revenge of the Fallen? I just say Dark of the Moon because I think that's the movie that he was most likely to appear in if it wasn't for the game. But anyways, guys, tell me what you guys think of Stratosphere. Are you guys upset that he's dead? Are you guys shocked that he's so tall? He's the tallest Transformer in the Bayverse, honestly. He really is. I mean, imagine Stratosphere is like a full-grown human male, and Devastator will be like a dog, and Optimus Prime will be like a toy soldier. Like, that will be the scale. That's the scale of Stratosphere. He's gigantic, and when I say he's gigantic, I'm not kidding at all. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. What do you guys think of Stratosphere? Would you guys like to have seen him in Dark of the Moon? If he was supposed to be in Dark of the Moon, what kind of role will he play, or what will he be doing? I mean, if he was supposed to be in Dark of the Moon, I would say that he will most likely be like the shuttle. The shuttle that the Autobots used to, leave Earth. But then, of course, it will be destroyed by Starscream, instantly killing Stratosphere and whatnot. So, that would probably not be a good idea. I'm gonna leave that discussion up to you guys now. Tell me what you guys think down below, blah 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 blah, all that stuff. And tell me, what other characters should I talk about next? It could be a character from the first movie that was caught, a character from the second movie that was, that had like comic appearances and stuff, but never made it into the movies. Or it could be like an entirely new character from another continuity. It could be anything, like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Stay fire, brothers.